Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ingles table.
Hi, we're Sweet Memories Cooking, and today we're going to be showing you how to make our delicious bell pepper salad.
I've already got everything I need from Ingles, so let's get started.
Okay.
All right, so what
So
are we
we
going
can
to go
start-
here, Patty? I put all the vegetables out.
Yeah.
And tell us what's going
Okay,
on.
so we got, well, as you can see, we got some colored bell peppers. Really easy to find at Ingles in the produce department. And what I'm going to do is, for this salad, it's actually going to be a heated salad through first. So I'm going to go and just cut the outsides off. This is an easy way to do the peppers, so you not have to deal with too many seeds.
So you're just going down each side?
Yeah, just
I
going
like
down each
that.
side. Yeah. You know, you're still going to maybe have a couple to deal with, but not too many. It's easier. Okay, so I'm just going to get the four sides.
And I've got, this is
got
just a little tip. We always have what we call
Throw
a
it in there.
garbage bowl. Throw your waste
Yeah.
in there, and then you're not always running back and forth to the
Well,
garbage
yeah, it's
can.
easier. You're not running back and forth.
So while you're doing that, I've got a half an onion,
Okay.
and I'm just going to quarter this. With this salad, all the pieces are actually kind of large.
Yeah, you want them to be a little bit larger. That's what you're going for. You want everybody to know what everything is. It's supposed to be like almost like tender crisp when you before you're eating it. So I'm just going to go
grab
through.
a couple of these. I'll help you clean
thank
them
you.
out.
Okay, so I'm just going through and taking out a little bit of the
Any of the
seeds.
spine that's in there,
Yeah.
if you can clean that out, that's great.
So I'm doing about an inch wide dice on these.
And you clean it up
Yeah,
as you go.
just
If you
clean
see
it up a little bit as you go. Not all
These are
that
ready to
important.
chop. I'll do
Yeah.
one more here.
Okay, thank you.
And so, because these are going to go, and what they're done is they're slow sauteed in the pan, as you'll
Yeah.
see. And the interesting thing here is we start the frying pan on kind of a medium low
Yeah.
with olive oil, and then what we add to it is this anchovy paste. You
Yeah.
could use actual anchovies, but we like the anchovy paste. It's much simpler.
It's
and,
simpler, and
did
I
you want
think,
to talk about this a
well,
little bit?
I think it's one of the best bargains in the grocery store, and it's a lot easier to use. And you know, a lot of times when you get the anchovies and they're in a tin and you don't use them all, you know, you tend to put them in the refrigerator and forget about them. At least I do. And then, but this way, you know, you can just put a couple tablespoons of this in, and then just it closes and put it back in the fridge. And keep.
It doesn't taste fishy. It
Yes,
adds
no.
a salty, nutty flavor as
Yes.
you cook it. And that's why Patty's going to start heating that up.
That's why you want to start with it, because it gives it a chance to, you know, come together. And John's right. It's truly, there's no fishiness at all. So I'm just going to go with this here. Sorry for the little bit of noise with this.
And this is kind of a chop and drop.
Yeah.
So once Patty gets the anchovy paste, you want to put it in first because
Yeah.
it melts into the oil and it actually flavors the oil.
Yeah.
And then it starts to create that nutty flavor.
And this is just a little Laurel and extra virgin
Yep,
olive oil.
just an extra virgin.
I'm
I've got
gonna
a
just
couple of,
I'm just gonna go around the pan here
Yep.
a little bit, once around the pan.
I got a
okay.
couple zucchini that I'm
put
going to
this
clean
here.
up here.
Okay. And you need about a tablespoon, but I'm going to eyeball it because I know pretty much how much.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So on the zucchini, just because I like the way it looks, I don't like to leave the skin, all the skin on, because sometimes it's a little bit tougher. But I do like to what we call stripe it. So I just make 4 stripes
It
around.
looks prettier too, I think.
Yeah,
when
it looks
you-
great.
You know. Okay.
And with that and some garlic, as we put this in the pan over there and started sauteing, you've pretty much done the lion's share of the
Yeah.
work. The rest is going to be done in the pan. So with the zucchini, I'm going to make these kind of not super thin. You want a good, what is that,
Yeah,
half
it's like
inch?
about a half an inch. Because don't forget, this is about a good half an inch to an inch too. So you
So
kind of
cutting your
want
vegetables pretty much the same size.
pretty much rule of thumb like you do, you know, when you do any vegetables. You kind of want everything the same size.
Starting to smell really good in here. So once that melts off, we're going to put all that in there.
Yeah.
I've got a couple cloves of garlic that will grate, and we always say this, but we like to grate instead of add the chopped garlic.
Yeah. Yes.
It releases when you're grating. It releases the oils into.
It goes into the pan as opposed to leaving them on the counter
Yep.
when you cut them.
And
Yeah.
you don't have to eat a piece
And
of garlic.
I was going to say, you're not getting a giant piece of garlic for your guests, you know. So this is, we're getting there. What I'm kind of looking for is just for it to almost dissolve. You kind of want it to almost dissolve in here, which it will do.
It looks good and it's starting to smell really good.
Yeah, okay, we're just gonna move this down a little touch here. I might have, okay. So
Ready?
I think what I'm gonna do is just
All right, you
put
grab
them
the
in.
peppers. I will grab the zucchini.
You guys are gonna love this dish. It's really, really nice for summertime, a nice addition to your picnic. You put it out there with the olives and, you know.
Look how colorful that is. It really
Yeah,
is
it's
a
very
treat.
pretty, yeah.
And
Okay, so, just wanna
put
kind
this
of,
together.
yeah.
So what Patty's going to do, you want to toss it and just coat it with that oil. This gets cooked, you don't cover it because you don't want to steam them. We're going to want to see that sear that's on the pepper and on the vegetables.
And also,
it's really
that was a good point, John. And also, too, don't crowd the pan with this because it'll just end up steaming.
Yes.
And you want to kind of get a little color. You know, you want to get a little color on these.
And once she's got that coated with the oil, we'll put in the garlic. I think I gave it too much garlic.
You can probably.
I would say do one.
Okay. You
Can I
can
do
one.
that now?
Sure. It's a larger clove.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Just do one.
Yeah, I saw the size I was using. And again, when you're cooking like this, use your common sense. If it says 2 garlics and you have 2 huge pieces of garlic, if you like garlic, go for it. But if not, feel free just to put in what you like. Just the right amount, basically. And what we call that, what Grandma used to call that is
I was just going to say,
quanto basta.
Quanto basta.
Which means just enough.
Means just
and
enough.
it gives you your own creative freedom in the kitchen, which we all want to have. So now, Patty, this is going to go for what, 20 minutes almost?
This is going to be probably 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
And like we said, you just don't really have to babysit it. Just every once in a while, come in. What does help, though, is you might switch to this and just going to...
From the bottom
From
up.
the bottom up, just so that everything has a little color on it.
So,
yeah.
one more question, and then we will be right back. But as you're stirring it, you don't want to constantly stir it.
No, no.
Would you say every 2-3 minutes, just
Yeah, every
from
couple
the
minutes,
bottom?
just check on it, and you can hear it too. You know, you'll hear it sizzling, and then just give it a little quick stir.
Really good.
Give it a little quick stir, and you'll be good.
All right, we will be back when this is ready, and we'll show you the next step.
Okay.
Thanks. Hey, we're back. It's been what, 20 minutes, Patty?
It's been about 20 minutes, yeah.
And it smells delicious in here.
It really does.
So what are the next steps? The vegetables are all ready.
Yeah, the
I can
vegetables
smell
are
them.
all ready. There's a little, you can probably see, there's a little bit of char on the peppers and color, nice color on the zucchini. So
Now, one thing I wanted to say or ask you really is, so these are not mushy.
no.
They still have a little bit of a, I guess, like a bite to them.
You want them, well, supposedly what the term is tender crisp.
There we go. That's
so
what
you
you're
kind of
looking
want
for.
them to be that. Yeah, you don't want them to be mushy. It's a salad, but you want it to be like a little crispier.
A couple more ingredients, we're done, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what, I've got stuff here, what's next?
Okay, so what I've got is balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
This is actually a really nice one, and I'm going to measure this just because sometimes I'm a little heavy-handed. So there we
Looks
go.
like
This
you're
is
starting with a tablespoon?
Yeah, I'm going to start with a tablespoon and just go around. Okay, and let's see, I guess I'll go.
And the heat's still on. You
The
haven't turned
heat's
the heat
still
off
on.
yet.
No,
Okay.
no, it's just on almost like a low. It's almost
Perfect.
on, medium low maybe. Okay, and these olives, these are a mix of really nice olives that we got Greek and Kalamata from the olive bar
Right at the olive bar, yep.
at Ingles. So we found these there. These are really nice. And we got the pitted ones. You know what though? Always check.
Right.
Always kind of check before you. These are whole. We're using them whole on purpose. But if you're
Get that out of your way.
sometimes if you're just putting them out for something, sometimes you really do want to check because sometimes they miss one.
And the reason we didn't cut it because everything's large
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah,
So you
that's
wanna
the
keep
whole
with that.
idea. That's the idea of it. Yeah.
And now what? Just add the basil?
Yeah.
Great.
Add the basil.
All right,
Ooh,
I'm
did you
gonna
want
whip
to?
some.
Well, do you want to taste it, or you want to wait till you?
I was going to wait till you stir the
salt?
basil in,
Okay.
just because I
Well, it makes
like
more
the,
sense.
the
Yeah.
release
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
oils. We rip the basil because it releases the fragrance, but the oils as well. And I'd like another stir and grab a fork and
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay. Let's do that. I'll use this one
Okay.
just because it's a little easier at the moment. Okay.
And at this point, the only seasoning that we put in is just a little bit of salt and some pepper.
Yes.
And then, of course, the balsamic vinegar. You don't need to add a lot, and that is
No.
really great for folks that are
Okay.
watching like
So,
a low
yeah,
sodium.
right.
I'm going to try
Try
a pepper.
Try
here.
pepper and see what it should be. Like I say, like a tender crisp. You can put your fork into it, and it's nothing's mushy.
And the flavor's just right.
Is that okay? Good. Good. Can
Shall
you
we
smell
plate
the,
this
taste the basil?
I can. Shall we
Okay.
plate this,
Yeah.
plate this quick? And then
Yes.
we are almost done.
We're almost done.
I got this beautiful dish for
Okay.
you.
Oh, thank you. Holding it?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is try and do the, well, let's do this.
You could just pour it in.
Doesn't take a
When we put this down here and just,
Okay, I'll just try and pour it in here. Take some more out, pour it. Okay. Without
that looks
spilling it all
awesome.
over.
So this can be served hot or at room temperature. And we've had it in the fridge before and gone for a late night
Yes.
snack, and that tastes great as well.
It does.
But
It
look at
really
how
does.
gorgeous
But
this
see,
is.
and then you do have a little bit of the balsamic and the nice anchovy paste, and then you can arrange it a little bit better.
think
than,
that looks
better than
great.
what I did.
Should we just top it with a
Just
little
top it
basil?
with a little basil, and we do have a finishing salt.
Oh, that's right. This is just a
It's
regular
really nice. Oops.
finishing
Now
salt. I'm
it
going to
ran away.
adjust from way on high.
Yeah, always season from anything from on high.
Yep, that
Gives you
distributes it real well.
Better distribution, yeah.
So that's it.
So that's that.
Thanks so much for joining us here at the Ingles table.
Be sure and check out the website for more tips, tricks, and recipes. We'll see you next time. Ciao.